Hey Sagittarius, welcome back. Today I'm doing love readings, and I just want to figure out for you how things are going to be going with your person. Uh-oh. No, not exactly what I was hoping for, but let's see. Five of Swords. I wonder if this is you or them. Five of Swords to me is always a good indication that this stuff is going, is going down. Oh man. Okay, let's get a few more cards out here before I, oh dear. Okay. Okay, this is a lot of cards being dumped out. There is a lot going on here right now. Oh, mercy. And I'm just getting back into this, you guys. Like, you're giving me a run for my money here. So the first thing I see when I think the Five of Swords is like one big headache. Okay, I think there's a lot of demands. Gosh, I feel like coming at you, quite honestly. I think there's people in your ear that are telling you to do this, telling you to do that. You've got this priority, you've got that priority. I think I'm just hearing that, like, with your work, you're involved in crisis management of some sort, and that's kind of been blowing up as well. We've got the Page of Pentacles on the bottom here with some Hangman energy and Seven of Cups. I really just get this feeling like you're being kind of torn, you know, a million different directions, and you're really feeling it. To get the Empress card come out right after that, like the first thing I honestly thought it was pregnancy. So I don't know if someone is expecting. Wow. This is potentially, if it is, it's potentially someone that you've worked with and it was casual. Whoever this connection was with, it was casual. It was kind of very romantic off the start, you know. There's a Ten of Swords moment here, which to me is very similar in this deck to the Eight of Cups, where somebody is walking away. There's a significance with the birds here, like, you know, circling. And again, I don't know if this is the opinions of others. It's kind of circling around you both right now. You know, everyone has their 2 cents worth, and you're just like, like, you know, kind of really feeling that pressure. With the Ace of Swords, the Star, the Strength, and the Ace of Wands down here, it's interesting because there's some majors here on the board. So whatever is going on right now, like, this is a big deal. This is not something that, you know, is just kind of like a little blip this week or this month. Like, this is some pretty serious stuff, but I feel like it's stemming from something so casual and so laid back. So, you know, again, that just takes me to this whole pregnancy thing, which I don't like, because it really limits the reading for everybody else, but I can only tell you what I see and what I hear. And that's what I see and I hear. Maybe let's, before I carry on, let's just clarify this Empress card to give another scenario for those folks who aren't dealing with like a pregnancy right now. Oh. Similar to the Virgo reading, I just feel really anxious right now. Like, there's kind of a pit in my stomach, and I'm just kind of like, like, it has, I don't know if you've got some Virgo in your chart or you're dealing with the Virgo, but it's very similar energy where it's just like, oh man. Let's clarify that Empress card, please. The Three of Cups. A good time was had by all, I just heard. Again, I feel like you might have met this person at a party, right? Or we're partying together. I'm still maintaining this work environment thing, but I don't know if you two got a little carried away after a night out. and now you've got like kind of baby on the way sort of thing, and this was not part of the plan. This was not at all expected. Oops. Oops. If that means anything to anyone. Four of Wands. Yeah. Oh boy. This is definitely pregnancy. Yeah. I think one of you, I feel like I'm speaking to a masculine right now, feels like they have to do the right thing. But honestly, I don't know that that's really what's in your heart. I think you, again, feel obligated. Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and the Three of Swords. Nine of Cups on the bottom. The Six of Swords moving on. Again, I think the Ace of Cups just speaks to me about a new love and really having to make a choice and just feeling not heartbroken, but I think you're just feeling the strain of having to make this choice of like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And again, torn in a lot of different directions right now. The bottom row here, you know, I think there's part of you that isn't just seeing this as a disaster. You know, I think there's a part of you that thinks about what could possibly happen. Like you're looking at the different directions you could go. And I think, you know, I think you're thinking that this new beginning could bring you a real happiness and almost like a feeling of balance. I honestly feel like there's a friend out of all these other people that are kind of have your ear right now. There's a friend who's kind of calming you and grounding you and asking you to think about this a little bit differently. And I think they may be cautioning you that this doesn't necessarily have to result in like a marriage and like a long-term partnership in that sense, but to think outside of the box and to think about how the two of you could approach this together in a way that works for both of you. Because the Star card is one, like, it's kind of like miracles, if you will. Like, it's kind of like the heavens, with the Strength card balancing the difficult with the reality, like pulling off that strength. And it's interesting because the Star is 17 adding up to 8, and then we've got 8 strength in the infinity sign here as well. And so to me, that really does speak to this is something that's forever, but it can take many different forms. It doesn't have to just be one way. It doesn't have to just look one way. And to really sit with that is what I'm hearing. It's just to find that Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is throwing me a bit. Okay, so we end up with the Five of Cups here, and oof, the Empress again. Yeah, and you know, choice on the bottom here. Oh, sorry, I'm on a camera. We've got the choice to make at the bottom, and again, Three of Pentacles coming up again, and Eight of Cups here, which again I had referred to the Ten of Swords being very similar energy, but you know, more of the Ten of Swords being in thought, right? Like these are thoughts that are running through your mind. I'm not seeing like any cups on the board here except for this Ace of Cups, which I think kind of went, and the Three of Cups. Again, it kind of speaks to that a new beginning of something, having fun and stuff like that, but not necessarily leading to commitment. And again, the Knight of Cups, very not juvenile, but just again the beginning stages of something, right? And you know, all of that leads to the Empress, which is something that's so permanent, right? And something so big, like very adult, right? With this Five of Cups energy here with the Empress, it's almost just like, I think it lends again to this Five of Swords energy of just like, oh my God, like everything's gonna change now. Like this changes everything is what I'm hearing. And, you know, this Tower coming in and the choices that you have to make along with it. So Let's see. I'm going to pull out this deck. I use this with Virgo too. I think this pretty much sums up the situation, but what's the advice here for you? I think whoever this friend is that's kind of helping you through this and kind of being the voice of reason, I think you're very fortunate to have that person, because it sounds like they're probably giving you some solid advice and at least getting you to think about things a little bit differently. So out of kind of this angst and turmoil and into this energy of like, okay, you've got some time to deal with this. You know, there's more than one way to approach this, right? Because I do feel like intuitively, I feel like this pregnancy is going to happen. Like, I don't get the sense that either one of you are going to invest in anything other than this child coming to be. And so I think that's a given, and it's far enough along now that it's definitely a reality. Not imminent, but far enough along. What is the advice for our beautiful Sagittarius folks here? What is our advice? And this goes whether you're the masculine or the feminine in this, you know, it reads the same. So the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, whom I don't know a lot about, so I'm going to have to take an intuitive hit off of that one. Yeah, all tied up and broken heart. Okay. Man holding a coin on the bottom, and the thinking woman there, and strategy, trying to figure all of this out, bringing balance in. Again, that came up for Virgo as well. So I really feel like, again, we're being drawn to the intuition here and the magic of this all. Again, I feel this just reinforces the reality of this situation, that this is happening, and how you feel all tied up about this and a bit brokenhearted by it. Let's just get one more card for advice, because, okay, fair enough. That's just basically confirming all of the things that you're probably feeling right now, but that's not really helping advice-wise. And maybe the advice is just to sit with it and to trust your intuition and do what's right for you. I think that's huge. Walking away. Okay. Ooh, I don't like that for advice, but let's see. Let's confirm that, or not confirm. Oh my goodness. Let's clarify walking away. Oh, okay. I understand. Yes. Okay. Interesting. That was another one that came on Virgo. You might want to watch Virgo's reading. That was like super interesting, because they were kind of in the same predicament where everything was just a hot mess for them, and they were really in the thick of it. But I think this is just saying that you need to walk away from this idea that you're all tied up. Again, it's just reinforcing that there is more than one way to do this. There is no right or wrong way. And certainly, while people might have opinions on what they feel is the right thing to do, they're not going to have to live this life. So it's up between you and your partner, with how, you know, you're going to manage this. And I think you need to break this attachment, walk away from this attachment that you might have, that there's only one way to do this. And it's like to get married and to be, you know, tied together for a lifetime. And although when you have children, you are tied together for a lifetime, that doesn't always have to look like, you know, partnership, living in the same house, marriage, like whatever. Okay. So think outside the box, do what's best for you and your new family, your new unit, and just shut all of that extraneous noise out. This is your life. Go live it. Talk to you later, Sag.